15 kilometers to go. Armorale is on the front of the break, trying to give his Visma Lease bike teammate Sepp Kuss a platform to attack Alpe de Huez. Peterson has been doing likewise on the front of the peloton for Ayuso and Sgelmos. 18 kilometers to go. It's the easy bit now for the riders as they head downhill, but very shortly the suffering starts. 25 kilometers to go. The yellow jersey group is still 3 minutes 45 seconds off the break. That's not insurmountable for Pogacar, but up ahead are some fine climbers. This should be fascinating. Strap in, this could go in any direction. The EF Education Easy Post rider trails Parrot Painter by just 6 points now. He could be in the jersey by the end of the stage. 29.5 kilometers to go. The breakaway is down to 15 riders. Among them is Richard Carapaz, Lenny Martinez, Sepp Kuss, and Quinn Simmons. Serial escapist Tobias Johannesson is also in there. 30 kilometers to go. A couple of you have emailed in about Pogacar's shorts. Without being crass, certain kinds of stains show in yellow shorts, which is something you might have to think about if you have a dicky tummy. 32 kilometers to go. After mopping up the intermediate sprint, Peterson is done for the day. He's falling back, as is Adam Yates. Is he going to be used as a bridge for Pogacar perhaps, or is this just as much as he can give after a couple of days struggling with illness? 33 kilometers to go. The lead group is starting to whittle away. Parrot Painter is one of those who has dropped off. We're down to 30 riders at the front. 37 kilometers to go. We go straight from the intermediate sprint on to the penultimate climb. Col d'Ornon is a Category 2 lump in the road, 5.4 kilometers uphill at an average of 6.4%. Peterson extends his green jersey lead. Peterson takes his tally beyond 500 points and is well clear of second-place Jasper Philipsen, who now trails by 57 points. 39 kilometers to go. The intermediate sprint is coming up and Little Trek are lining to ensure Mads Peterson gets his 25 points. I've had an email from my colleague Luke McLaughlin that is making me very jealous. I just rode up the Col du Glandon, came back to try and access the race route from Allemande, but they've recently closed the road. Heading back to hotel, well, 1-star ski chalet, now to dump bike, then going to try and get a cable car from Oz station to the top instead to watch the finish. I think I recognized the bit where Warren Barguil nearly hit some cows during a rapid descent about 10 years ago, and here I am sat on the sofa. Chapeau, Luke. 50 kilometers to go. I think we're seeing the impact of a reduced UAE Team Emirates XRG here. Pogacar's teammates have been riding hard on the front of the peloton, but up ahead are a lot of mini-team groups who are motivated to pull away. 57 kilometers to go. The gap keeps growing. Perhaps they heard the TNT team. The lead group has more than 4 minutes now. 65 kilometers to go. Have the peloton stepped off a little here? The gap is growing to the lead group. It's now 3 minutes 45 seconds. 75 kilometers to go. Marco Haller, Tudor, narrowly avoids a nasty-looking crash into a large concrete bollard. He still got tangled up in the safety padding as he went down, having clipped the wheel in front. 80 kilometers to go. Adam Blythe on TNT reckons the break needs a 5-minute lead to prevent Pogacar from powering off to take the stage. UAE Team Emirates XRG are working away on the front of the peloton, and the gap is not being allowed much beyond 3 minutes 20 seconds. 90 kilometers to go. The riders are on the long descent down Col du Noyer. The large lead group have a lead of 3 minutes 30 seconds. The next stop is the intermediate sprint, which comes at 38.6 kilometers to go. Mads Peterson is in lead group and should add to his lead in the green jersey standings there. More polka points for Parrot Painter. Carapaz stuck with Parrot Painter all the way, but the Frenchman held on to take the 10 points on offer. Carapaz is now second in the mountains classification rankings, Pogacar third. 102 kilometers to go. Parrot Painter attacks in search of the mountains points and Carapaz goes with him. The polka dot jersey has gone early here, some 200 m to go. 105 kilometers to go. The road is very narrow on the climb, barely more than a car's width, and the riders are snaked back in a line with the mountains in the backdrop. Gorgeous. 106 kilometers to go. The breakaway is getting a bit more rope now. The lead is up over 2 minutes. It can't stay this big for too long. Can it? I'm sure some will drop back, but at some point we'll see attacks off the front too. 109 kilometers to go. The lead group has just hit the official start of the Category 1 Col du Noyer. This one is 7.2 kilometers at an average of 8.5%. The peloton is only letting the break have a 1 minute 30 seconds lead at the moment, with Red Bull Borahangro and UAE Team Emirates XRG controlling the front. 114 kilometers to go. Adam Yates is clearly feeling better. He's in the big lead group. They're currently 1 minute 10 seconds ahead of the main bunch. Parrot Painter takes the lead in the mountains classification. The Sodal Quickstep rider has the sprint to beat Richard Carapaz at the top of the climb and takes the first 5 polka dot points of the day. Parrot Painter has overtaken Pogacar at the top of the standings. For now, 124 kilometers to go. A very large group has moved clear of the peloton. There are 42 riders in there, but none of the main GC contenders. 125 kilometers to go. The peloton is already being watered down as the sprinters drop off the back. The four-man break has been neutralized. 126 kilometers to go. Sean Quinn, Ben Healy, EF Education Easy Post, Derek G, Little Trek, and Tobias Johannesson, Uno X Mobility, have attacked. They haven't pulled away by much, mind. 127 kilometers to go. No rest for the wicked. We're straight on to the category call Bayard. A 4.8 kilometers drag at 7.2%. Kilometer 0. There's Christian Prudhomme popping out of the sunroof and waving his little yellow flag. We're off. The peloton is on the move. Next stop, kilometer 0. Pogacar is in black shorts. Repeat, black shorts. We're a couple of minutes away from the rollout in Gap. There are no reports that Pogacar is feeling any ill effects today, but it remains to be seen how fit the rest of his UAE team Emirates XRG are. This could be mind games, but Paul Satius turned up for the stage presentation in a medical mask. Luke Rowe, Decathlon's sporting director, has just popped up on TNT predicting an explosive start to the stage. It seems the peloton smells blood. Tour de France worries emerge for Pogacar after illness sweeps through team. Richard Carapaz won stage 18 of the Tour de France after a breakaway group of 6 riders dueled their way to the winter sports station at Orsières-Merlet. But uncertainty surrounds the health of race leader Tadej Pogacar's UAE team Emirates XRG, which has been swept by a virus since Monday's rest day. After Adam Yates's stage-long Calvary on the road to Voiron, Pogacar's team was further weakened by the abandonment of his American colleague, Brandon McNulty, who quit the tour with 21 kilometers of Thursday's stage remaining. 2 more of Pogacar's teammates, Tim Wellens and Florian Vermeers, also appeared to struggle at times during the stage, which included 5 categorized climbs, including the final 7-kilometer ascent to the finish. Speaking at the stage start in Voiron, Wellens suggested other riders within the team were unwell and revealed that he had a sore throat. Seen through the lens of Friday and Saturday's mountaintop finishes on Alpe d'Huez, Pogacar, despite his 4 minutes and 32 seconds lead over second-placed Remco Evenepoel, has reason to be worried. I'm sad that Brandon could not finish. We will see in the next 2 days, but Adam is getting better, and tomorrow we will go with the flow, Pogacar said. I think we can manage. It's the 3rd week all the teams are suffering. There are bodies everywhere on a stage like today. We will keep fighting, and I believe we can do it. Stage 19, Friday, July 24th. Gap to El Alpe d'Huez, 127.9 kilometers. This tour's most prestigious mountain stage finish. With a stage this short, it will be touch and go for the day's escape to make it to the finish. That said, the opening 25 kilometers over the Cols Bayard and Du Noyer are tough enough to allow a decent move to get established, and then there are 60 kilometers until the Col d'Ornon, where Pogacar and Vingegaard will probably get their teams moving. If the big 2 give a move some leeway, the 21 hairpins to the finish will suit a pure climber such as Netcompany's Thymen Arensman, a double-stage winner last year.